So basically, the format of this webinar is going to be, we're going to go through this document, which is what I have labeled the preamble, and then we will take your questions, and then I will do one more segment, God willing, and we'll go from there. So basically, this is prime time. It's a hot war that is in progress, and it is, I will be talking about weapons of mass disruption. This is the direct energy weapon hot war. It's the Whack-A-Brain playbook. And this is their playbook. And you are going to be seeing it in the days to come. And it is going to be arriving at your body soon. It's mass direct energy weapons, brain and body attack, and the world's future. Everything that you ever wanted to know and more. This information is not mine. These are details that have been provided by military, government, and academia experts on what would become known as Havana syndrome. Havana syndrome varies slightly from two other categories, and one of those is targeted individuals and those sustaining a concussion blow, mostly from something like an IED during war or possibly a violent car accident. Could also trigger similar symptoms. So what I will be presenting in extreme detail are the academic, the military, and the government findings on the direct energy weaponry. It is critical, let me emphasize, critical that you listen to this material even though it is highly technical. Now, why? Why would you want to listen to it? One, because a hot war is in progress in their own words. And pretty much the documentation that I will be providing to you at shepherdsheart.life is the actual transcript in their own words. These are not my words. These are government, academia, and military people speaking. There have been two geopolitical direct energy weapons used against American officials. One incident, as you are probably all familiar with, is the one that happened in Havana, Cuba in 2016. The other was in China. I am going to cover the geopolitical landscape, which is vast, after I cover the technology. These two events were a shot over the bow. This was a power struggle. This was a show of force. And who was it that did it? Hostiles to the United States. Hi, this is Celeste, and this is a special Celestial Report breaking news webinar. And we are talking this week about a hot war that is in progress right now. We started our discussion yesterday. I hope all of you had a good night's sleep because you're going to need it. Okay, am I sharing?
No. It's not showing up here at all. We don't see it. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it. Okay, now I can get it. Okay, we got it. Okay, very good.
Okay, so am I good to go?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, so this is the strategic NASA Warfare 2025 document that's been around for a long time. But what you need to know, or what maybe if you don't look at this document very often, is that as objectives and actors change in the field, which is the world, then this document changes. And so there were some very interesting things when I went back to reference. Here we go. This is what the first page looks like. It's talking about warfare circa 2025, but that's actually in play now. It's talking about the capabilities of the enemy after next, the ongoing worldwide technological revolution, economic trends, and the potential nature for farther term warfare, I guess. Now, some of these I was in a real crunch to get this up. I really just felt like you needed to know. I wonder if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. I don't know if that makes it bigger for you. It does for me. By the way, I did put the link to this at the end, and that's posted at shepherdsheart.life. So the first thing is you want to remember that back in the 90s, there were 16 organizations across 5 agencies that funded the Human Brain Project. It was dubbed, AKA neuroinformatics, or an intersection of neuroscience and informatics. So back even in the 1990s, they knew that this hot war was coming. And as we discussed yesterday, actually a lot of the technology comes out of the 60s through the 80s. So then it is an exploding field. There's 10,000 individual presentations at the annual meeting for Society of Neuroscience, from molecular geneticists to cognitive psychologists. Like I say, they don't date these slides, and they mix and match, and they change all the time. So I really don't know when this was quoted from. They are determining detailed neuroanatomy of the brain, and they are making a digital brain atlas. Why are they doing this? Because they are making something called synths, which are synthetic humanoids. And basically they want to, using biomimicry, copying of nature and what God has made, and put it into a synthetic humanoid. And they want to then have all regular humanoids eliminated by the year 2025. The use of IT they're using to study the brain and the brain's, so basically there's this intersection of IT and AI. Then over here on the right-hand side is that imagination engine, or the creativity machine, or the creative agent. And basically it is going to be AI. That's going to be an AI system, and it generates new ideas and concepts via starving a trained neural net of meaningful impacts, forcing it to dream and cavitate, creating new concepts. So I want you to remember that this imagination engine, this is really the first time that cavitation of the human body that I saw in an official government document. So an attendant neural net is used to capture, record, evaluate, and report on these writings. So basically they are implanting in this operation that they're going to be doing, and through other medical means, a way of, it's like a read write. You basically are becoming a computer operating system, and they are capturing all that data, what goes on in your brain. What are you thinking about? Are you touching something hot? Are you thirsty? Are you in an emotional state? how are you cognitively, they are actually inserting operating systems into our brain. And we will be talking about that today, as a matter of fact. So let's get to this here.